Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. ACAA men's basketball about to get underway here between the visiting Crandall University Chargers, coming in with a record of 8-4, just ahead of Holland College in the standings. Holland College sitting at 7-7 coming into tonight. A couple of key players to watch for either team in this game, and we'll get to those in a second as Nick Mills is going to get called for the first foul of the game. That's Devon Glenn there, one of these players to watch. Glenn, the defending ACAA Player of the Week. Can't make good on the first free throw. He had 40 points last week in an upset win over Mount St. Vincent. Glenn 1 for 2 from the line. Opens the scoring 4 seconds into the game. Expect a fast-paced, high-scoring game here. Last game between these two teams in the middle of January, so only a couple of weeks ago. Game went into overtime, and it was on the strength of Bryce Corliss with an ACAA Player of the Week performance of his own. It was an 86-85 overtime victory, and that's Corliss, I think, getting a hand on that shot. Tyree Cooper there. Here's Aaron Simmons. He's really come on of late for the Hurricanes. Puts the Canes on the board and in front. Still in the first minute of action here. Sasha Gauthier for Glenn. Kicks it over to Cooper. Cooper, Mark Hofer now. 4-3 off the front of the rim. Hofer is the Chargers' leader in points per game coming into this one with 15.9. Corliss leaves it for Dawkins. Dawkins waves Mills through the action. Simmons down for Corliss. Long three-pointer for Corliss. Rattles around the rim. Nick Mills follows it up. Strong rebound for Nick Mills. The hoop and the harm for the second-year player, 6'6", out of Cornwall here in PEI. Mills will attempt to complete the three-point play. And that shot just short. Crandall will pick up the rebound back the other way, so it's a 4-1 lead early here for Holland College. Hofer for Glenn. Mentioned Glenn, 40 points in a win last week against Mount St. Vincent. Circus shot there. That's Gabriel Cormier. Cuts the lead to 1. Again, last time these two teams played went to overtime, so expect lots of back and forth as Nick Mills gets his second basket of the game. Gauthier now. One of a handful of third-year players on this Crandall team. Pick set there by Glenn, frees up Cooper, but it's Corliss getting his hands in the way of that pass, and back the other way for Holland College. Swing pass down for Simmons. Woodside now at the top of the key, kicks it out for Corliss. Thought about a three-point shot. Now looking for some space. Bodies Gauthier to get some space. Simmons on the rebound, draws the foul. So offensive rebound opportunities creating foul shots for Holland College here early on in the first quarter. Aaron Simmons from the line. Simmons goes 1 for 2, and once again it's Crandall controlling the rebound. Hofer finds Cooper, kicks it out. Three-point shot there by Cormier goes. Gabriel Cormier once again cuts the lead to 1. Zach Dawkins now. Boy, he's been a great addition in the second half of the season here for Holland College. Extends the lead once again. Cormier thought about a three, steps around Mills, and Corliss gets it for Hofer. Hofer spins and shoots, can't get the bounce, but Cormier picks up the rebound. Now he'll settle things down, kicks it out to Cooper. Sasha Gauthier for three, gives Crandall the lead. Ties the game up. 9-all here. Just over 3 minutes into the first quarter of action here in Charlottetown. Mills for Corliss. Corliss coming in, blocked there by Glenn. And it's the Chargers back the other way. Glenn with it now. Stops up on Simmons at the three-point line. Gets some space there off the screen set by Hofer. Now finds him cutting to the hoop. Hofer out for Cormier, steps around Corliss and Mills, and Crandall does take the lead that time. Mills. Woodside now down low. Looking for Mills cutting through. Woodside defended there by Cooper. Out of bounds, so Holland College will keep possession here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Owen Parsons off the inbound, off the backboard. Woodside follows it up on the rebound. And they're both battling there for the follow-up opportunity, and they're going to knock it out of bounds together. So it is Crandall ball. Up 11-9 now are the Chargers. Glenn gets around Dawkins. It's going to be a fun matchup between these two dynamic players today. Dawkins, very stout defensive player. Here's Glenn, thought about three. Gauthier now, all the way across the court for Cormier, steps around Parsons, and Gabriel Cormier off to a strong start here early on. And it's a 4-point Charger lead. Dawkins loses the handle on it for a moment, gets it back to Simmons. Great pass down low to Woodside, who outweights Cormier, and Woodside's got his first points of the game. Glenn for Gauthier. Out for Daniel Hawks. Down low, it's Gauthier again. Kicks it out for Cormier. Long three-point shot. Cormier misses that one, and it's Simmons on the rebound. Aaron Simmons leaves it for Corliss. Corliss, long three-point shot off the back of the rim, and Hawks takes the rebound for the Chargers. Devon Glenn now. Steps around Dawkins, puts up a shot, and that's good. Glenn with his first field goal of the game, again coming off a 40-point performance in an upset win against Mount St. Vincent last week, ACAA Player of the Week. Simmons, that's off the hands of Glenn to Hawks. And now Gauthier back the other way for Cormier. Cormier tries to get around Parsons, kicks it out for Hawks. Sent Simmons flying with a fake pass there, and now Gauthier back with it, steps around Woodside, and Sasha Gauthier gets the roll over the rim as Crandall opens up a 6-point lead here. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Aaron Simmons down low for Owen Parsons. Parsons watched there by Cormier. Corliss, that pass over the head of Aaron Simmons and out of play. Once again, Crandall with a good stop defensively there. Devon Glenn, reigning ACAA Player of the Week. Watched closely by Topaz Canna. Gets some space, goes up with it, and he will go to the line for two. Foul called on Owen Parsons there. Second time tonight, Devon Glenn will go to the free throw line. He went 1 for 2 his first time up. No doubt about that first shot. Comley goes 2 for 2 from the line. Opens up an 8-point Charger lead. And creates a turnover defensively. stops and puts up a three that's off the mark, but follows up his own shot. Leaves it there for Hawks. Hawks thought about a three-pointer. Gets over to Keegan Gray. Into the game now for the Chargers. Kicks it out for Hawks. Watched there by Parsons. Spins around him. And Corliss, and they're going to say that that's off Hawks and out of play. Parsons inbounds there for Simmons. He's watched closely there by Ethan Culberson. As here's Corliss now with it again for Holland College. Parsons down low for Woodside. Out muscles Hofer for that. D'Angelo Woodside showing off his strength there. I've described him before as a basketball player in a defensive end's body, and shows his strength there as Parsons gets the turnover to Canna. Canna now for Corliss. Glen Falls gets right back up. Here's Canna from the corner for three. Well off the mark, and it's Gray back the other way. Hawks now countering Culberson. And Parsons draws a foul call there. Foul was on Daniel Hawks there, so Holland College will keep possession in the defensive zone to start. And here's Simmons, catalyst for a lot of the offense lately. Three-point shot goes up, rims out. Parsons there for the rebound, though. Big Owen Parsons. 6'9" rookie from Nova Scotia. Cuts into that Crandall lead. Here's Devon Glenn, kicks it out. Culberson. Three-point shot goes up and misses. That was by Colby McIntosh. And it's Simmons quickly back the other way. Corliss, another long three-point shot. And he draws the foul. It's Hawks' second of the game. Didn't see much in the way of contact there, but Corliss, because it was a three-point shot, will go to the line for three. Corliss makes good on the first free throw. His first point of tonight's game. ACAA leader in points per game with 21.4. Making it look easy so far from the free throw line, excuse me. And Corliss, 3 for 3 from the line. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game. Holland College chipping away. Crandall led by as much as 8 a few moments ago. Cooper, watched there by Canna. Kicks it out. That's Culberson again. 4-3, no good. Keegan Gray battles for the rebound, but there aren't a lot of players in this league who are going to outmuscle D'Angelo Woodside. Dawkins kicks it over here to the near side. That's Ryan McKinnon for Parsons. Parsons gets his second basket of the quarter. And Holland College retakes the lead. Gray now. Culberson. Cooper down low for Gray. Kicks it out. That's McIntosh back for Gray. A little give and go there. Gray just a little long on that floater attempt. And it's McKinnon now running point for Holland College, up by 1. Minute left here in the first quarter as we approach the minute mark. Topaz Canna mishandles it, goes right to Parsons, three-point shot, and the big man, Owen Parsons, with a big three to open up a 4-point Holland College lead. Gauthier now steps around McKinnon. Fights his way to the hoop, can't get it to go. McIntosh outmuscles Parsons underneath the hoop. Colby McIntosh gets on the board. Lead is now 2 for Holland College, 34 seconds left, so a possession left each here. Canna now waiting for some space. Three-point shot goes up by Canna off the front of the rim, and it's Gauthier. About a second difference between shot clock and game clock, so still a chance Holland College could get another possession before the end of the quarter. Cooper kicks it out. Gray walks through the middle. There's McIntosh for three. McIntosh gives Crandall the lead. Colby McIntosh, his second basket in as many possessions. Parsons at the buzzer gets it to go. And it's Owen Parsons with a pair of late threes, including one at the buzzer. Owen Parsons, 10 points in that opening quarter, and Holland College goes into the quarter break with a 26-24 lead, thanks to the big Murky out of Nova Scotia. We'll take a quick minute break here and rejoin you here for the second quarter of action. Getting set to rejoin the action here. Second quarter about to get underway. Owen Parsons, not known for much offense. He's only averaging 2.9 points per game. Had 10 in the opening quarter, including a pair of long threes. One at the buzzer to retake the lead for Holland College. Back and forth game so far. Again, this game went to overtime the last time these two teams played. That was in Crandall, January 14th. Dawkins finds Mills, back to McKinnon, leaves it for Topaz. Topaz Canna for McKinnon. Gets it back to Canna, another three-point shot for Canna, makes good on that one. He's got his first points of the game, and once again the lead is 5 for Holland College. Believe that's their biggest lead of the game. Cormier for Cooper. Cooper. It's Jaden Witt. Leaves it there for Cormier. Witt gets it back. Down low, McIntosh. Out muscles Mills to the hoop. Colby McIntosh continues his strong start to this game. Dawkins now for Canna. Canna leaves it for McKinnon. McKinnon, that's off of McIntosh, who takes possession, but Witt can't handle that pass, and it's Canna now taking possession, and that off the hand of McIntosh. And Tyree Cooper makes good on that break attempt, outweighting Zach Dawkins and Topaz Canna. Canna for Dawkins now. It's a 1-point lead once again. Parsons. Canna now. Big three-pointer a minute ago for Canna. Taken away. Cormier stepped in front of that pass. And it's Gabriel Cormier continuing his strong start. Early on here in the second quarter. And it's an offensive foul being charged, I believe, to Zach Dawkins. So Crandall retakes the lead and then quickly retakes possession on the offensive foul. Pair of subs incoming here for Holland College, Corliss and Woodside, so a pair of starters coming back in. Gauthier watched there by Corliss. Corliss trying to play the body. Gauthier gets around him. McIntosh with it now. Jaden Witt goes up for three. Witt off the mark, and Mills there on the rebound attempt. Corliss now looking to retake the lead once again for Holland College. Down one here. Canna. Bounce pass down low for Woodside. Watched there by McIntosh. Woodside gets a shot off. Gets his own rebound, and it's Corliss with the follow-up. Good athletic play there by Bryce Corliss, and once again, it's Holland College retaking the lead. Lost count already of how many times leads changed hands here this evening. Gabriel Cormier steps around Corliss. Can't get that shot to go. Good cut through the middle, though, by Cormier, who's had a strong start tonight. Corliss now watched there by Gabriel Cormier. Steps up, gets a jump shot off, and that goes. Corliss. 4 points in the last two possessions now for Corliss. Up to 7 on the evening. Cooper into the corner. McIntosh gets around Mills. Cuts to the hoop. Reverse layup doesn't go, and Woodside's there for the rebound. Leading rebounder for the Hurricanes. Dawkins gets a floater up and gets it to go. Holland College has opened up a 5-point lead here. Neither team has been able to open up a large lead once they've got it. Lead has changed hands a lot here. And we're going to get a moving screen called here on Riley McIntosh. Two offensive dynamos checking back in. Mark Hofer leads Crandall in points per game. And mentioned Devon Glenn off the top. Had 40 points last week. The reigning ACAA Athlete of the Week for last week. Crandall 8-4. Holland College 7-7. So right next to each other in the standings. A win here for Holland College would put them in a tie with Crandall in the standings. Corliss gets another jump shot off. Looked like he bobbled it at the last second. And we're going to get a foul called there. I believe it's going to be Devon Glenn getting the call. It's going to be Tyree Cooper. It's Nick Mills. Misses his first shot. Can't make good on the second one either, and Hofer collects the rebound for the Chargers. Again, 5-point deficit here for Crandall. Glenn directing traffic. Over to Hofer. Thought about Gauthier in the corner. Now he gets it to the top to Cormier. Gabriel Cormier. Gets around Mills, cuts to the hoop, but Mills gets there for a block, and he's going to get called for a foul. Second foul on Mills tonight. Gabriel Cormier to the line for Crandall. Cormier makes good on the first one. Puts him into double digits in scoring this evening. Can't make good on the second one, and Hofer knocks the rebound right to Corliss. Corliss battles his way to the hoop and gets it to go. It's a 6-point Hurricane lead. Cooper now watched closely by Simmons. Cooper, here's Sasha Gauthier now. Gauthier back to Cooper. Cooper to Hofer, cutting into the middle, and Hofer taking some contact, but gets the basket. Cuts into the Holland College lead. They now lead by 4. As we hit the halfway mark here of the second quarter, Holland College up 4. Dawkins draws a foul call. And he'll go to the line for 2 to try and extend the lead past 4 again. Timeout called here by Crandall. We are right at the halfway mark of the second quarter. Holland College up 37-33. Good contributions from all parts of either lineup. Gabriel Cormier with 10 points for Crandall. Owen Parsons off the bench with 10 for Holland College. Bryce Corliss, the conference's leading scorer, sitting at 9. 6 of those 9 coming in the last couple minutes here of the second quarter. And Devon Glenn coming off a 40-point performance at a quiet evening so far, only 5 points. Each team with a trio of 3-point shots that have been made. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Zach Dawkins, who was inserted into the Holland College lineup just after coming out of the Christmas break, along with Topaz Canna, has been a great addition to this Holland College team. Makes good on the first shot. And extends the lead to 6 with that make. There was a violation called on Holland College on the free throw line. It is a 6-point Holland College lead. Believe that is their largest lead of the game. Gauthier now with it. It's Ethan Culberson, and that's going to be a travel called on Sam Moore. Moore, a 6'6" rookie out of Moncton. One of a handful of players from the greater Moncton area on this roster. It's a New Brunswick heavy roster that Crandall has. Dawkins now, underhand layup doesn't go. Woodside battling for the rebound. And Woodside will knock it out of bounds, so Crandall will take possession in the defensive zone. Long bounce pass there for Cormier. Gets it to Gauthier. Sasha Gauthier back to Hofer. Gauthier gets the pass back on the give and go. Cormier now steps back beyond 3. It's Culberson now with it coming in. Culberson gets it to go. Ethan Culberson, another New Brunswick native, on the board. Once again, cuts the lead to 4. Corliss, long 3-point attempt off the rim. Corliss struggling to find his range from 3. And Aaron Simmons called for the foul there. Battling with Hofer for that rebound. Gauthier takes the inbound pass. Up quickly for Hofer. Long 3-point shot for Hofer is good, and the lead is 1. And I believe that's Holland College taking the timeout as Mark Hofer cuts the lead to 1. So again, back and forth so far here in the first part of the game. Holland College is led by as much as 6. My memory serves me correctly, Crandall is led by as much as 4. Neither team able to pull away past that point. Mentioned a couple times, last time these two teams played at Crandall, the game went to overtime. First time these two teams played before Christmas, also at Crandall. Crandall pulled out a victory in that one. It's the first time these two teams are playing on this side of the bridge, the Confederation Bridge. Crandall will return to action tomorrow afternoon at Mount Allison. Mount Allison coming off I think a big win, confidence-wise for them, beating Holland College at home last week in Sackville. Holland College, after this game, has 8 days off. They return home next Saturday is their next game. They will play host to Mount St. Vincent. Mount St. Vincent, a historically strong team, once again near the top of the standings. Simmons now brings the ball up court for the Canes. High pass for Corliss, who reels it in. Corliss directs traffic. Dawkins down low for Parsons. Parsons has it stripped away from him by Gabriel Cormier. Cormier in on Corliss, protects the ball. Great athletic play there by Dawkins to take it away. And now it's Woodside with a head of steam. Muscles his way to the hoop and gets another basket. Woodside, not the tallest player in the league by any means, but certainly one of the biggest and strongest. He's a basketball player in a defensive lineman's body. Sam Moore for 3 off the front of the rim. Simmons takes the rebound and up 3 with under 3 minutes left here. That pass. Gauthier, great effort to knock it away to Culberson. Now here's Hofer. Outweights Corliss and draws the foul. And Hofer will go to the line for 2. Crandall's leading scorer coming into this game. He's averaging 15.9 points a game. Makes good on the first one. 4th-year veteran player from Hillsborough, New Brunswick. Little long on the second, but gets the rebound pass from Moore and makes good on the 3 points. So the miss actually works in Crandall's favor, as that 3-point shot from Hofer has a lead once again for Crandall. And Hofer going to get called for the reach there, trying to get around Woodside. Not many guys are going to get through D'Angelo Woodside, so Hofer electing to try and go around. Draws the foul. That's his second foul of the game, so he'll get subbed out. Coach is making sure that players in foul trouble territory don't get in too dire circumstances. Corliss steps back on Cormier. Now looks to drive the lane, goes up with it. Can't get the shot made. Woodside picks up the rebound. Good battle there by Keegan Gray. And he'll force a jump ball. And it will be Crandall ball, I believe, just based on the reactions of the players here. And it will be Crandall ball. Gauthier up for Cormier. Gabriel Cormier, Sam Moore. Wide on that 3-point shot, and it's Corliss back up to Dawkins. Dawkins to Canna, 3-point shot off the front of the rim. Bounces right to Dawkins. Down low for Simmons. Wide open underneath the hoop, Aaron Simmons. And it's Holland College retaking the lead by 1. Under 2 minutes left here. Back and forth action here in Charlottetown. Cormier for 3. Just a bit wide. Rebounded there by Woodside. Out muscles a pair of Chargers defenders. Dawkins athletic play to take that away from Gauthier. Corliss for three. Bryce Corliss not finding his range from beyond the arc here tonight. He's got 9 points. All from in close, though. Cormier for more. It's Ethan Culberson now with it. Culberson for Sasha Gauthier. Gauthier, third-year player from Ottawa. Gets around Dawkins. And he's going to get called for an offensive foul. And we have a timeout called by Holland College with 1:07 left here in the first half. It's a 43-42 game. Very entertaining game. Lots of action going on at both ends. But it's some of the role players stepping up here. We haven't heard a lot from Bryce Corliss, especially from beyond the arc. We haven't heard a lot until recently from Mark Hofer. Hofer's got 11 points on the game now. It was all Owen Parsons towards the end of that first quarter for Holland College, but he's been held off the score sheet here and so far in the second. And haven't heard much from Devon Glenn coming off a 40-point performance last week for Crandall. Nonetheless, a very entertaining game. Both teams keeping things fairly disciplined, despite the fact that we are in bonus territory for both teams. And as we come out of the timeout to restart the action here. Will be Holland College ball. As Devon Glenn checks back into the game now for Crandall. Dawkins and Gauthier, they've had a good battle here so far this evening. Dawkins gets around Gauthier, looks for Simmons, back to Canna. And they're going to say that foul was before the shot. Foul on Sasha Gauthier. Topaz Canna at the line, makes good on the first free throw. That one won't count. Correction on the foul, it was on Keegan Gray. One more shot left here for Topaz Canna. And Canna makes good on the second. 3-point lead here for Holland College. That's Devon Glenn. Watched there by Simmons. Gets it to Gauthier. Long three-point shot goes up, and it's good. Sasha Gauthier, his second three-pointer of the half. Ties the game up. 40 seconds left before halftime. One possession left each for each team probably, as that's Dawkins goes up. Woodside takes control of the rebound, goes up and draws the foul. So D'Angelo Woodside will have two opportunities to retake the lead here for Holland College. Big D'Angelo Woodside at the line. Woodside, no doubt on the first one. And Woodside gives the Hurricanes a 2-point lead. 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. As Canna forces a turnover from Glenn, gets it back to Woodside, comes in on McIntosh, and Woodside once again extending the lead. It's 4 points now. No shot clock. Making good on that turnover forced by Canna. Devon Glenn, cornered by a pair of Hurricanes, gets out of it. 6 seconds now, turns it over. Simmons up ahead for Corliss, and Corliss throws it down at the buzzer. Quiet for much of that first half, but Bryce Corliss with authority, giving Holland a 6-point lead going into halftime. Back and forth second quarter, we were tied multiple times, but it is Holland College with their biggest lead of the game for either team, up 6 going into the half. We will take a break here for a few minutes. Enjoy the halftime entertainment. We'll rejoin you in about 15 minutes or so for the second half of action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for second half action here at the McMillan Center for Community Engagement on the campus of Holland College in downtown Charlottetown, PEI. Very, very entertaining first half of play here. Saw Holland College open up a 6-point lead at the end of the second quarter. Crandall has led by as much as 8 in that first half. But again, the lead went back and forth so many times. Holland College ended up with a 6-point lead at the end of the half, as I mentioned. That's their biggest lead of the game. A couple key stats to pass your way. D'Angelo Woodside already with 8 rebounds in that first half, including 5 offensive rebounds. Usually don't see a player with that many offensive boards, but Woodside making an impression there. Bryce Corliss leads the way with 11 points for Holland College. Gabriel Cormier, a game-high 12 points, but perhaps one of the most noteworthy stats is Corliss 0 for 5 from 3 points tonight. Usually when he puts up 5 3-point attempts, he's got at least 3 or 4 makes. So an out-of-character game for Corliss, nonetheless leading his team in scoring. Up 6 as we are underway here in the third quarter. The 5 starters back on for Holland College, as well as for Crandall. And that's Woodside. Shot falls short. Mills goes up with it. Hook shot no good. Woodside, rebound number 9. But it's Cooper with it for Crandall now off the Woodside miss. So the lead stays at 6 for the Hurricanes. And Sasha Gauthier will cut into that immediately. Sasha Gauthier with a dagger from 3 points. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. Simmons now walks in, loses control of it. They're going to say it's off to Von Glenn and out. Zach Dawkins now, bounce pass for Corliss, back to Dawkins for Nick Mills now. Mills battles with Cormier. Corliss thought about a long 3-point shot. Now he'll take a shorter attempt and has his first 3-pointer of the game. So maybe breaking the curse there. Bryce Corliss on the board from beyond 3. Here's Hofer with it. Steps in on Mills. Hofer gets that shot to go. Mark Hofer, Crandall's leading scorer coming into this game. Cuts the lead to 4. He's into double digits. Dawkins for 3. That's well short. And Cooper with another rebound. And foul called there, and Cooper gets the hoop and the harm. Cooper had a quiet first half. Cuts the lead to 2. And with a completion of the 3-point play, will bring the lead to 1, or the deficit to 1 for Crandall. And Cooper can't complete the 3-point play, so the lead stays at 2 for Holland College as they take possession. Zach Dawkins running point, switches with Simmons. Simmons now leaves it there for Corliss. Waiting for the screen from Woodside, pick and roll, doesn't work. Good defense there by Hofer and the Chargers. Simmons now steps around Glenn, goes up on Gauthier, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Aaron Simmons as Sasha Gauthier had his feet planted. So great defense there by Crandall to not even allow a shot attempt before the offensive foul. And so the lead for Holland College stays at 2. Cooper watched closely there by Simmons. Simmons, dynamic, athletic player. Here's Gabriel Cormier now, leaves it for Hofer. Over to Glenn. Tyree Cooper for 3. Can't retake the lead. And Corliss back the other way. Big stop there for Holland College. Corliss, another 3, struggling to find his range. Woodside with rebound number 10 on the game. Gets the hoop and the harm. D'Angelo Woodside already with the double-double in today's game. He's at 10 rebounds and 12 points. And can complete the 3-point play to give Holland College a 5-point lead. And does just that with his 13th point of the game. Holland College leads by 5. Cooper now looking for Hofer, finds him. Hofer back for Gauthier. Sasha Gauthier cuts in on Woodside, protects the ball, out to Hofer. 3-point shot doesn't go, and Woodside continues to eat up the rebounds. Simmons now over to Dawkins. Dawkins gets a off-balance shot up, no good, but Mills there on the rebound attempt and puts it home. 7-point lead now, largest lead of the game for Holland College. But we've seen leads of 6, 7, and 8 evaporate in a hurry before. Glenn now with it. Over to Gauthier, up for three. And Gauthier again, second three-pointer of the quarter. He's up to 14 on the game, and the lead is 4 for the Hurricanes. Corliss thought about a three of his own to answer on Gauthier. Now cuts in. That left-handed layup goes. Corliss quietly already at 16 points here for Holland College. Hofer now misses Cooper. Cooper had a wide open lane to the net cutting in, but it's Glenn now. Gabriel Cormier. He'll cut around Simmons, now finds Cooper. Out to Glenn. Glenn for three. Rims out, and it's Nick Mills with the rebound for Holland College. Mills had 4 rebounds in the first half. Corliss, long-range three. Gets it to go. Bryce Corliss opens up the largest lead of the game, now 9 points for Holland College. Hofer for Gauthier. Tyree Cooper sets things up for Hofer. 3-point shot. Hofer answers with a three-pointer of his own. Cuts the lead to 6. Aaron Simmons now as both teams start to pour it on offensively here. Corliss, another long two. Jumper goes. Bryce Corliss catching fire here in the third quarter. It's an 8-point Hurricane lead. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of action here in the third. Glenn down low for Cooper. Cooper cuts in on Simmons. Cooper uses his size to his advantage there. Cuts the lead to 6. Simmons now back the other way. Gets around Cooper, but Corliss, his own teammate, standing in his way there, and it's going to be off Simmons and out of bounds. So Crandall takes possession, down 6, halfway through the third quarter. Cooper bringing the ball across half court for Crandall. Gets it to Daniel Hawks. Hawks over to Glenn. Glenn for Cooper. Finds Hawks alone underneath the net. Had to go up and over Nick Mills, but gets it to go as Hawks has his first points of the game, cutting the lead to 4. Again, we've seen leads disappear rather quickly here tonight. Nick Mills not going to let that happen that time. Great pass there by Corliss. And Nick Mills has his second basket in short order. And Zach Dawkins going to get called for a block there. 4:21 left here in the third quarter. Daniel Hawks directing traffic. Finds Cormier on the inbound. Cooper now. Gets it over to Sasha Gauthier. Gauthier steps back on Corliss. Gives it to Cormier. Thought about a three. Now he'll cut in on Woodside. Good defense there by Woodside to stay with him. Now it's Cormier from the corner. 7 on the shot clock. Puts it up off the rim. And Corliss there with the rebound. 4 minutes left now in the third. 6 points separate the two teams. Corliss, very long range three, doesn't get that to go, and it's off a couple of bodies and out of bounds. Crandall will take possession in the defensive zone. Cooper across half court now. Watched closely there by Simmons. Got to be careful with Simmons on you at that point of the court. Glenn now for Hawks. Cooper, less than 10 on the shot clock now. Cooper tries to get around Simmons again. Gauthier now, back for Hawks. Steps around Parsons from the top of the key at the buzzer. Daniel Hawks gets it to go and cuts the lead to 4. Daniel Hawks beats the shot clock, and now it's Aaron Simmons back the other way. Doesn't use much of the shot clock as he gets that three-pointer to go. Seven-point lead opened up again by Holland College. Glenn now for Hawks. Hawks to Cooper. Cooper back to Cormier. Cormier once again trying to get around Woodside. Gets a little bit of space. That shot is long. And Corliss picks it up for Holland College. Bounce pass to Simmons. Simmons looking for another three. Spins and gets it to go. Second three-pointer in as many possessions for Aaron Simmons. And it's a 10-point Holland College lead, the biggest of the game. Glenn now finds Gauthier. Gauthier for Cormier. Down low for Glenn in the corner. Glenn finds Hawks. Watched there by Owen Parsons. And Parsons going to get called for a push. Subs coming in for both teams now. 2:24 left. Holland College with a 10-point lead. Led by 6 at halftime. Back and forth first half, but Holland College has had the lead for much of the second half here so far, most of the third quarter. Cormier now, jump shot. Just off target. Parsons on the rebound. Parsons had 4 rebounds in the first half. Simmons coming in at speed. Reverse layup just gets the roll. And Aaron Simmons heating up here in the third quarter. He's got 8 points in the last 3 Holland College possessions. 12-point lead now for the Hurricanes. Biggest lead of the game as they start pouring it on offensively. Riley McIntosh leaves it for Cooper. Cooper with a little bit of space over Parsons. That shot's long, and Woodside takes control. Leaves it for Simmons. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Corliss now. We've seen him take a couple of long threes here in the third. Corliss now. Steps back, fadeaway 2, well off the mark. And with 1:37 left here, Crandall will retake possession. Mix up on the buzzer there. It's Culberson now. Ethan Culberson for 3, and that's good. Ethan Culberson cutting into the lead now. It's 9 once again. Aaron Simmons, an unbelievable third quarter for Aaron Simmons. He's got 11 in the quarter, and Holland College leads by 12 once again. Gray now in for Cormier. Cormier out for McIntosh. Three-pointer. McIntosh as the three-pointers starting to rain down here in Charlottetown as we hit the 1-minute mark of the third quarter. Simmons, he's been on fire in the last couple of minutes here. Good pass there to Woodside. Woodside goes up with it. Parsons on the rebound attempt goes up and draws the foul. We've had 10 three-pointers by the two teams here in the third quarter. I'll say that again, 10 three-pointers here in the third quarter. 5 by each team. Owen Parsons can't make good on the first free throw. Looking to extend this lead into double digits again. Parsons goes 0 for 2, and it's Hawks. Gives it to Cormier quickly back the other way. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Gray for McIntosh. McIntosh kicks it out. Culberson again. Ethan Culberson, excuse me. Second 3 in as many possessions, and the lead is cut to 6. That's our 11th three-pointer of the third quarter. Simmons into the corner. Parsons can't make a 12. And Simmons draws the foul on the rebound attempt, and with 17 seconds left, Aaron Simmons will go to the line for 2. Aaron Simmons with 11 points in the latter half of this third quarter. And Simmons gets the first shot. Simmons 2 for 2 from the line. Simmons has 13 points in this quarter alone. He's got 18 on the game. Good defense there by Canna. Culberson almost lost the handle. Now it's Riley McIntosh for three. Can you believe this? Colby McIntosh, our 12th three-pointer of the third quarter. And it's a 5-point Holland College lead, 81-76, as both teams explode here for 30 points each in the third quarter. And Holland College will take a 5-point lead into the fourth quarter of action. We'll take a quick break here and rejoin you here in a moment for the fourth quarter. Getting set to start the fourth quarter of play here. Highly entertaining game. ACAA men's basketball here in Charlottetown between the hometown Hurricanes and the visiting Crandall Chargers. Mentioned it at the end of the third quarter. 12 three-pointers combined between the two teams just in that third quarter alone. We've had 21 three-pointers in this game as both teams exploded. Crandall had 30 points in that third quarter, Holland College 31. Colby McIntosh draws the foul. Rolled around the rim, almost had a chance at a three-point play, but didn't get the bounce. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Colby McIntosh makes good on the first attempt. Try to go 2 for 2 again, cutting into this lead. McIntosh goes 2 for 2 and does just that. It's a 3-point Holland College lead. Very early on here in the fourth quarter. Simmons cuts around, miscommunication with Mills. Corliss picks it up. Outweights Cormier. His three-point shot is long, though, and it's Culberson back the other way for Crandall. Cormier now, watched by Corliss. Gets it back for Culberson. Hawks now, kicks it over to McIntosh. McIntosh, bounce pass for Culberson. Outweights Dawkins, and Culberson pulls the Chargers to within one. Reminder that last time these two teams played, it did go to overtime. Holland College came out 86-85. Mills takes the bounce pass from Woodside, loses the handle on it, and gets it to go. Good effort there by Nick Mills on the follow-up. He's into double digits scoring tonight. Lead once again 3 for Holland College, but that can evaporate quickly here Mark Hofer underneath the hoop gets it to go, and it's one once again. And Holland College calls a timeout. Pretty even start to the fourth quarter here. 6-2 run to start the quarter for Crandall. Ten players in this game are in double digits in points right now, which isn't surprising given the fact that it's an 83-82 game. You normally see that as a possible final score in a lot of ACAA games, but still early in the fourth quarter here, so easily could be a situation where we see both teams hit the century mark. Lots of time left. It's a 1-point game. We've seen the lead go back and forth multiple times here. Holland College is led by as much as 12. Crandall led by as much as 8 briefly in the first quarter. But Holland College has had the lead for most of the second half here. Still 8:52 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Extremely entertaining evening of basketball here at Holland College. In case you missed it earlier, the Holland College women were victorious against the Crandall Chargers women's team. Topaz Canna thought about a three, gets it over to Corliss. He'll take the three, and right on target is Bryce Corliss, opening up the lead to 4. McIntosh, not even thinking about a shot here, gets it over to Hawks, over to Culberson. 3-point shot goes up. Culberson off target. McIntosh gets it back, though. Hawks now over to Cormier. Cormier and on Corliss. Back to Hawks. And the 3-pointers just keep coming. Unbelievable series of action here in the third into the fourth quarter of action here. The 3-pointers, we had 12 in the third quarter alone. Hofer thought about one there. Over to McIntosh. Crandall down 1, it's Hofer. 10 on the shot clock here. Cormier has been quiet since the first quarter. Bounce pass there for Culberson, and Culberson called for the travel. So the team's trading stops. 7:39 left now. Keep an eye on that clock. Score may continue to go back and forth here. Kenna fakes the 3. Now gets to Corliss. Corliss over to Simmons. Simmons for Dawkins now. Dawkins cuts in towards the hoop. Kenna, wide open 3, and he gets it to go. The 3-pointers just keep coming. Crandall might be looking for one of their own to answer here. Hofer gets it to Hawks. Thought about one. Now Hofer will take one. And folks, this is just absolutely unreal right now. The 3-pointers, as both teams continue to shoot and make them. Zach Dawkins now from the corner, down low to Woodside. Back for Canna. Thought about another 3-pointer. Comes in. Nice easy layup there to change the pace for Topaz Canna. 3-point lead for Holland College now. 6.5 minutes left. Colby McIntosh. Over to Hawks. Daniel Hawks now. Back up top for Culberson. Hofer. Down for Cormier. Cormier cuts in around Simmons, but can't get the roll. And the lead stays at 3. Coming up on the 6-minute mark. Canna for Dawkins. Cuts in. Great give to Woodside. Woodside. Again, you're not going to out-muscle him underneath the basket. Lead is now 5. Under 6 to play. Hawks now. Daniel Hawks watched by Woodside, and Woodside gets an arm in there, and he'll get called for the foul. No arguing from Woodside on that one. Second foul of the quarter for Holland College. Already over 4 minutes into the quarter. McIntosh for Culberson. Streaking Hawks in towards the net, and Hawks called for the travel. Five-point Holland College lead. Under 6 minutes to play here. Simmons now. Around the pick, set by Corliss. Corliss for three, and rims out. A rare miss from three in this game. Cormier now in, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Charged to Gabriel Cormier. Under 5.5 to play here. 5-point lead still for Holland College. Canna and Dawkins playing keep away here. And that pass just gets to Corliss. Fadeaway shot goes, and the lead is now 7. Baseline fadeaway there from Bryce Corliss. Culberson leaves it for Hofer. Had a brief window of space, but didn't take the shot. Now leaves it for McIntosh. Corliss got a hand on that one. And back the other way, Canna, and that pass just off the hands of Corliss. Canna had a lot of mustard coming in on that one, and Corliss just wasn't expecting there to be that much heat on it. So trading turnovers with a 7-point deficit here. Holland College leading Crandall. Crandall, now Hofer with it. Hofer was looking for McIntosh, now gets it to Sasha Gauthier. McIntosh now with it near the hoop. Steps away from Corliss, fadeaway shot off the backboard, no good. Hofer deflects it to Culberson. Culberson turns it over there. Great defensive play by Topaz Canna. 4.5 minutes now left in the fourth quarter. Hofer almost had a clean break, but Canna with it now. Down low for Simmons. Simmons, baseline 2, off the far side of the rim, and Hofer now with it. So teams, maybe the heat's starting to die off those shots now. Gauthier for McIntosh. Hofer going to the net. Doesn't see him. Gauthier with it now. Pass 3. Under 10 on the shot clock, and Corliss going to get called for the foul. Devon Glenn checking back into the game. Glenn's had a quiet game tonight, despite the fact that his team has 88 points. Again, Glenn had 40 last week against Mount St. Vincent. Crandall looking to cut into this 7-point deficit. Devon Glenn gets it to Sasha Gauthier, tries to get around Parsons, kicks it out for Hawks. And Hawks with another 3. And the threes keep on coming here in the fourth quarter. Haven't dried up yet. It's a 95-91 game. Zach Dawkins loses the handle on it, and Sasha Gauthier with a big turnover. Glenn now crosses half court, gets it to Gauthier. And lost his balance, but they're going to call a block on Topaz Canna. Now a technical foul being charged to Holland College. So Canna is going to get the original block. And Zach Dawkins is going to get called for the technical. D'Angelo Woodside trying to calm his squad down here. Mark Hofer makes good on the technical shot. And it's a 4-point game. Hurricanes have to be careful now. They're at 5 fouls, so the bonus in effect for Crandall. Glenn now for Gauthier. Gauthier cuts to the hoop around Parsons. Draws another foul. It was a shooting foul anyway, but with the bonus in effect. I think they're going to fix the score here. I think there's an issue with the scoreboard. Might be a little off target. And it is in fact a 95-92 game. Sasha Gauthier to the line for 2, trying to cut into this 3-point deficit. Falls short on the first one. Can still make it a 2-point game with a make here. And Gauthier can't get the bounce, and Woodside, who's been a dominant force on the rebound all game, with a huge board there for the Hurricanes. Dawkins now for Corliss, watched closely there by Hawks. Cuts around him, jump shot, off the backboard. Woodside again with a massive rebound. And D'Angelo Woodside continues his strong game on the boards with a big basket there for the Canes, opening up that 5-point lead once again. Hofer for Gauthier. Gauthier goes up, draws the foul. Foul on Zach Dawkins here. And Gauthier once again will go to the line. He was 0 for 2 a moment ago. Makes good on the first shot here. Sasha Gauthier with 10 points here in the second half. He's got 18 in the game. And with under 3 minutes to go, 2:55 and counting, it's a 3-point Holland College lead. Dawkins, nifty pass there to Corliss, comes in on Hofer and gets it to go, opens up the lead to 5 once again. Devon Glenn to Colby McIntosh, looking for Hofer, but no go, finds Hawks. Hawks for Glenn, back to McIntosh, over to Sasha Gauthier. Now that pass misfires for Glenn, but Hawks was in the right spot. 3-point shot for Hofer, he gets it to go, and it's a 2-point game. Mark Hofer coming on strong in the second half. Approaching the 2-minute mark in a 2-point game. Hofer creates the turnover. And now Glenn directing things to slow things down. Gets the ball here. Over to Gauthier. Looking for something in the middle. Here's Hofer. Over to Hawks, into the corner for Glenn. Down low for McIntosh. Colby McIntosh gets it back for Hawks. Hawks off the back of the rim. So Crandall can't tie it up here. Under 2 minutes to play. Topaz Canna leaves it for Corliss. Corliss tries the pick and roll with Woodside, finds Parsons down low. Parsons, big basket there, and Owen Parsons with his first points. Correction to the clock here. They're adding a couple more seconds back on. But Owen Parsons with his first points. Timeout being called by Crandall. Mentioned Parsons, that's his first points of the second half. First points since the first quarter, actually. But it puts Holland College, over the century mark and gives them a 4-point cushion. 1:34 left to play here. Again, the last time these two teams played, the game did go to overtime. So not unexpected that we'd have a back and forth close game here in the late stages tonight. We have 13 players between the two teams in double digits in points. And we've had 19 three-pointers in the second half of play, 12 of them coming in the third quarter. wind down the timeout here. Quick reminder, Crandall back in action tomorrow afternoon at Mount Allison. Holland College with nice week off after this game. They'll return home next Saturday against Mount St. Vincent. So a win here would be huge to put Holland College into a tie with Crandall in the standings. Crandall has the advantage of having played fewer games. They come into this game at 8-4. Holland College 7-7 coming into this one. So a win obviously would be massive for Holland College here to keep up in the standings. Hofer, great pass down to Devon Glenn. And Devon Glenn with his first points of the second half puts the game to within 2. Bryce Corliss. Parsons at the top of the key. Looks for Woodside down low. Now back up for Corliss. Corliss comes in on Hofer. Fadeaway shot, no good. And Sasha Gauthier with the rebound. Daniel Hawks is shaken up for Crandall. And that will stop play with 1:03 left to go. Didn't see what happened to Hawks. Looks like he might be leaking in the leaking from the nose. Gabriel Cormier checks back into the game for Hawks as he gets attended to. .103 left, a 2-point game here. High scoring game. Not sure how often we've seen games this high scoring, 200 points already between the two teams. McIntosh now back for Glenn. Thought about a 3. And Glenn is going to get called for a travel, so potentially a huge turnover there. 52 seconds left on the clock. Dawkins now brings the ball over half court. He's content to kill as much of this clock as possible. Nothing much happening here. Turnover caused there, and that's going to be Holland College ball. Great defense by Devon Glenn. Watching Dawkins very closely. Now Aaron Simmons will check into the game for Holland College. Simmons, one of those players in double digits in points. He has 13 in the second half alone, 18 on the game. Dawkins will look for him on the inbound. Into the offensive court goes Simmons. Left-hand layup. No good, but it's Woodside on the rebound. And he's going to get called for a foul. And as a rebounding foul, Crandall's going to get a chance. Crandall's going to get a chance to tie this game up on free throws here with 29 seconds left. It'll be Mark Hofer to take the 2 shots. Very similar situation to what we saw in the last time these two teams played, only the roles were reversed. It was Bryce Corliss taking the shots for Holland College. Hofer good on the first one. And a make here will tie the game up with 29 seconds left. Home crowd making lots of noise here. Hofer battling through it. And Hofer ties it up. So this game is tied at 101. 29 seconds left here in regulation time. Overtime looming once again between these two teams. 29 seconds left, so a chance possibly at one possession for either team. You have to think with the shooters that Holland College has at their disposal, especially with Bryce Corliss, they're going to try and draw something up to get the ball into his hands towards the end of the shot clock. 6 different players have scored 3-pointers for Crandall. So lots of options there in case they need a 3-pointer to tie it up or take the lead. Just a thrilling game here in Charlottetown. Say it again. Crandall 8-4 coming in. Holland College 7-7. So a win would put Holland College into a tie here with Crandall. Crandall having 2 games at hand. Scheduled to be back in action tomorrow. Crandall is at Mount Allison. .7 seconds on the game clock. .101 the score here. Just an offensive explosion here in the second half in particular. And as expected, Holland College is going to be content to let the shot clock go down. They don't seem to be in a big rush here. Dawkins watched closely by Glenn. And Dawkins draws the foul. Not a shooting foul and no bonus, so no harm done there for Crandall. Dawkins looks for Simmons on the inbound, and he draws a foul. Sasha Gauthier. They're going to say it was before the shot. Gauthier went up and over Simmons. Both Gauthier and Devon Glenn appear to be shaken up here. Both players appear to be in some discomfort. Glenn is now being tended to. .7 seconds left. Holland College with, I believe they're going to have 14 on the shot clock to work with here. And Glenn is going to get subbed out for Hawks here. So 17.7 seconds left, 14 on the shot clock. Holland College would be wise to let this go as far down as possible. Inbound there to Corliss. Corliss outmuscles Hofer. Shot goes up, no good. And once again, it's D'Angelo Woodside, who has had just an incredible game rebounding with a huge rebound and go-ahead basket for the hometown Hurricanes as they now lead by 2. Under 10 seconds to play here. 103-101 thanks to D'Angelo Woodside, who's got 19 points in the game. Well over 10 rebounds. He had 8 at halftime and 2 within the first couple of minutes of the third quarter. Woodside just dominant on the rebounds tonight. What can Crandall draw up to try and tie the game or take the lead here? Last time these two teams played, Holland clung on for a thrilling overtime victory. I think we're already going to say that whoever wins this one, it was a thrilling game. Waiting to see if extra time is needed tonight or not. 12.2 on the clock here. Devon Glenn, Mark Hofer, Sasha Gauthier, Colby McIntosh, and Gabriel Cormier all on the court here for Crandall, all with 3-pointers in this game. Hofer now, 10 seconds left. Home crowd coming to life here. Glenn with it now, 5 seconds. 3-point shot by Glenn is no good. And Kenna with the rebound draws the foul. Didn't see who got a hand on that shot, but someone from Holland College, might have been Zach Dawkins, got his hand in the way of that shot. And Holland College up to 1.7 seconds left here. And foul called there on Sasha Gauthier. Still a 2-point game. Bonus in effect now, so it's going to be Canna going to the line for 2. So Canna will try and put the game out of reach here with a pair of free throws. First shot goes. And with 1.2 seconds on the clock, so a make here by Canna would put the game out of reach. And because the shot did not hit the rim, that's going to count as a turnover. So Crandall will take possession at half court with 1.2 on the clock and will have an opportunity to tie the game. Canada may not necessarily have been aware of the situation with that one. Either way, Crandall's going to get a chance to tie it up. 1.2 on the clock. Down 3. They will get the ball, I believe, at half court. So it'll have to be a quick catch and release here for the Chargers. Mentioned they've had 6 different players make 3-pointers. This one's going to have to be an impressive one. Probably from distance, probably with traffic. And with lots of pressure on to try and tie the game. So what does Chargers head coach Todd McKillop have drawn up here for his crew? Who will in fact get the ball in the offensive court. So that works to their advantage. Holland College is going to play very tight defense here. Woodside, good defense there. Might be another issue with the clock. Again, it's very important at this stage. We'll probably be down just underneath 1 second. 0.4 on the clock. Hofer puts the shot up and it's short. And Holland College comes away with a nail-biting 104-101 victory. What a game here this evening here at Holland College. Both teams, huge offensive performances. The 3-pointers were raining down here in the second half, but it's 1 3-pointer that separates these two teams at the end. Again, 104-101. Holland College will return to action next Saturday afternoon at home against Mount St. Vincent. Thank you very much for joining us on what has been a thrilling night of basketball here at Holland College. Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight, and we'll see you again next Saturday afternoon.